A highly touted freshman who's been tremendous in the 2 exhibition games. And there you see right there, another freshman is Acuff Jr. Played now, you want layups and you want open threes from the team play. As you see Acuff with another and one.
Thomas. And again, here is Acuff. Pulls from 17, maybe that'll get him going.
Kid's got game. Some great names, as we know, and alluded to.
He's coached 40 first-round picks, likely to have a couple more. This is one of them. There he is.
Good look.
Yeah, they brought him in to be a three-point shooter. Splitting the defense.
Yeah, he's playing fearless. Acuff gonna get 3.
How about 3 in a row?
Acuff Jr. attacks, and the foul.
That's just too good, though.
Arkansas, the perimeter has been denying. Acuff downhill to the rim. He'll score.
Combined between Malik and Darius to get to 200 on the year.
A behind-the-back pass. Acuff the catch and the finish.
Arkansas now in a 10-point hole. Acuff goes to the bank.
Take it over.
Acuff trying to stop the bleeding.
And he passed that up.
Acuff hits the 3.
Known as a shooting guard when he first arrived.
47-42. Duke. Acuff lines it up. Buries the triple.
Oh, no.
Intercepted by Acuff. Arkansas pushing up the floor. Acuff is a blur, and he cans it.
Acuff, a floater. Got it!
He will take and make that. Nothing soft will work in this game.
Alley-oop will work down in Brazil. Nice pass from Acuff. Acuff's turn. He lays it up and in, and he absorbed a little body bag.
Yeah, they need back-to-back stops and back-to-back makes.
Acuff again, he got hit, and he will convert.
Highbreeder has seen a Razorback in his face all game long, and that's an easy takeaway. Acuff ahead of the pack. He'll cut, he'll flush.
It's a little slippery sometimes, and again.
And Grant McCaslin gushed about his composure and how Anderson seemingly always makes the right play. Can Acuff get going? That is important.
Put him on the opposite side of a double situation. You move that thing around the perimeter, he's going to get open.
Acuff straight on with an answer. Knox turned the corner, got to the mid-range. Back iron, Brazil went soaring. Knox clutches. He moves it for Acuff to stick a 3.
Darius Acuff.
Met by Richmond. With the strip. Gave it up. Acuff the drive and the bucket. And the lead. And Arkansas 11 of 19 at the stripe. Acuff pulls up in the mid-range for 2.
Darius Acuff.
It's been high level.
It feels like a big game.
The entire way. On the drive, Acuff responds.
I'll tell you what, take out the smelling salts if we see any zone in this game, Rich, because I will be fainting if it happens.
That's Acuff.
You know Arkansas is really good in transition, but they're going to have to score in a half court.
Acuff taking over.
Give him credit, though. He keeps his timeout, and he gets another challenge.
Give his staff credit, too.
Yeah.
They've got to get to the tablet.
Or even the kid. The kid probably said it, too.
And Acuff, boy, that thing. Ball's in Acuff's hands. Final 7 seconds, first half. Acuff, go time to the bucket. Scores! Acuff, brilliant in that first half. Corner 3, got it.
Arkansas trying to find a little flow or rhythm. There's Darius Acuff Jr. Chance to add to these 46 points. Acuff downhill, off the glass and in. That's 30 combined points. Coach Cal wanted a foul.
Manny told him to swallow the whistles. Acuff will drive, scoop, and score. Remember, offensive rebounds first half as Acuff goes to the rack, and he will have a chance for 3. See how the motor runs for the kid from Detroit with 4. He launches and bangs it in. Wow. Acuff wants it one-on-one. Launches.
Arkansas running its stuff. Just 1 out of 5 from the floor in this second half. Boy, Acuff.
Second chance opportunity. You got to try to keep these guys off the glass.
That's wingspan right there. Acuff finishes with the floater.
Nick Pringle to Acuff. Acuff not just a great scorer, also elite assist. Corner 3 for the Hogs finds its home.
Well, Auburn's going to do a lot of switching, so can you get a screen to a matchup you like? He likes the one he has on him now.
And he splashes it down after shaking Jovic. Numbers the other way for the Razorbacks. Brazil back to Acuff, mid-range. Got it.
Billy Richmond read that the entire way.
And shooting just 39% as a team.
Keep an eye on number 1, too. I mean, this guy can get it going quick.
Gamecocks trying to find an opening, can't do it. Another turnover. Acuff give and go, and the slam, dropping the hammer. Johnson driving, rejected. Top floor Richmond, and now nobody back as Acuff thunders it home.
Yeah, I don't think there's a doubt when you watch him in person and the way they shoot it.
Freshman point guard's got to take control of the tempo of this game. His team is rattled right now.
Acuff fires a 3 and finally has an answer for Arkansas. With a hand in his face, and it's a 14-point, to 17-point Georgia lead, and then a finish on the other end by Acuff. Arkansas with the trap at midcourt. Ross solves it by finding Surreal. Richmond with the rejection. Here's Acuff the other way. Arkansas has life. Looks like the same team when they try to run clock.
No, and they're staying away from ball screens because they don't want to deal with the trap.
Floater off the window and good.
Well, pretty play, Acuff. Wow. And Richmond will try to run. Acuff 3. Got it. 18-4 and 3 more. Well, there's been, I believe, offside defense by Arkansas, so alert. And Acuff is just floating in for his 13th and 14th. Acuff found an open avenue to the basket. Acuff Jr. left open from the elbow. That's an easy take and make.
Look at the attention.
There's the handle. There's the finish from Acuff Jr. The jump stop. Acuff got him again. He got the block behind the back from one end to the other. 4 Razorbacks with 3 fouls apiece, but with 8 to go, that's not as much of an issue. Acuff Jr. probing. Pulls up over McKinnon, hits it. Joe, is there any reason not to keep feeding Acuff? I shouldn't even ask the question, and he's answering it.
Acuff going to work on Reed. All the way in and got it!
It was 13 at one point in the first half for Kentucky. Arkansas has not led yet as Acuff able to get to the rim. Gets it into Brazil. Acuff attacking. Gets to the rim. The layup is good. It's a 6-point game.
He did a really good job right there of meeting that pass on the bounce.
And Acuff.
And then you see Malik Thomas executing what this team has worked on.
Numbers for Arkansas with Hubbard down behind the play. Acuff switching hands.
You talk about elite level athleticism. Look at that with the right hand switching it over to the left in the traffic. My goodness. Just take a look at this. Beautiful work.
Poked away by Thomas. Nearly scooped up it was. Thomas with 4. Acuff with 2. Buries a 3 before the horn.
And they got it done with the defensive pressure. And the Hogs are off and running. And the presence of mind by Acuff Jr. to line one up.
He said he had never experienced anything like that before. Always interesting to be the head coach returning to your former school, regardless of how you exited.
7-3 in the Southeastern Conference. Just one loss off the team lead. That is Florida, and that is an and one. Thomas goes back up top. Here's Acuff. Late clock situation. Acuff just makes it look easy. That's the guy I want.
Yeah. And his dad, I had a chance to meet Darius earlier tonight. He said, well, Darius Acuff.
Now a steal by Thomas. Ahead to Acuff. Look out. Lay in.
There's not a lot of guys that will do that whether they're first year or not.
Here's Acuff for three, and one of the nation's.
It just makes it really tough for life on the road.
Fylon trying to push the defender away, couldn't, and here's a chance for Acuff, who looks up and sees Schreitzel and blows right by him. And both Fylon, he's got two on the other side. Acuff, boy, it's a bulk shooter and a bulk maker. He's going to try again, and it goes.
Going to turn that ball over right now if you're Arkansas and ignite this building.
Brazil thought he had a layup. Acuff fade away, finds the bottom.
He normally doesn't need a ball screen to get to the paint.
The pull-up, and he needed it.
And that's exactly what.
Moving forward to be able to play solid defense without fouling.
Acuff counted in the foul.
What did you take away from him? He said be a killer on the court. That's who he is.
Tips it ahead to Richmond after getting that one.
He talked a lot about his defense, his on-ball defense. He said, I've got to get bigger and taller on the ball. Man, great wingspan and anticipation by Acuff to come up with that steal. And tell guys, you better hurry because Darius Acuff.
Acuff going in strong and using the window. Darius Acuff Jr. has had a bad night shooting it, at least to this point. He hits this one from short range, though.
Look at Acuff, man. He drives and elevates. He's so good at those speed downhill drives.
Acuff over the top and a slam by Ewan. Shot clock to 8. Working on Isaacs. He'll step into the lane and lay it up and in.
Well, that was a straight zone.
He gives it up here. Brazil back for Acuff, way downtown.
Yeah.
Yes!
He's just a special cat, man.
On the dribble, little step back. 2 more.
He got the 5-on-1 switch. He drives the 5 into the paint and then steps back for the little separation with the fadeaway.
Pringle back to Acuff. Acuff scoops it up, soft, but it won't go. Got it back and hits. So dynamic. Hauk, air ball on the corner 3. Acuff running the floor, lob, and Richmond with a finish. And that extends into the coaching staff as well. Knocked away, here comes Acuff, shielding off Condon and lays it in.
When he really broke out.
Acuff scoops it up and in. The Gators have reached or exceeded 90 points in each of their last 5 games against ranked opponents. They're on their way to number 6 as Acuff bangs down a 3.
Occurring right now. Good
look,
pass.
Brazil! Stolen by Richmond. Baseball pass, Acuff. Lays it in. How about the English on that one?
And that was
a little friendly fire. Hogs take advantage. Again!
Xavier Brown downhill. Big time block by Wagner, shakes his head. Here's Acuff. 2 on 3. Beats everybody.
That's where he must get 9%.
During practice that week. For 3, yes sir!
Just pitch it right back to him, full head of steam.
Here's Acuff into the front court with 3, 2, 3-pointer. Good! Darius Acuff. Arkansas has won 4 of 5. The only loss in that span to the Florida Gators. Here's Acuff for 3. Yes, sir! Darius Acuff!
He waited for Brazil to get in the slot. And a beautiful pass to the right side of that rim.
There's hustle from Acuff. He's been ignited.
Especially in tight games, so important.
Acuff pulls up. There you go, and here comes maybe the second half.
See if they go to that double team on Acuff like they did at the end of regulation. They won't. Acuff up and in.
He went right through the Acuff rules that Ole Miss has thrown at him.
Duke Miles taking over the point with Tyler Tanner out of the game. Boy, how do you stop that?
He makes amazing steals. He's got 3 of them already.
Oh! 13 now for Nickel. Last possession of the half to the Hogs. Acuff! For a long time on the bench, but as you have mentioned, this is a tough kid. He is staying in the game, obviously, and it doesn't appear to have hampered his vertical leap.
They need a stop.
They're not going to get it.
Acuff all the way up and under with a right hand. Didn't get it. Kept alive by Ewan, and then back outside for 3. Acuff works baseline. His jumper goes. And it's Acuff on the drive and the lob and the flush. Acuff on the drive. Up and in off the window. What a finish. Nice backdoor cut by Acuff. Reverse layup. That looked too easy. Acuff, the sensational freshman, on the drive with the left hand off the window. He makes stuff like that look easy. He's going to go deep and got it.
And making it a little more difficult for Arkansas.
Acuff, mid-range jumper. Acuff weaving through traffic. There's another lob and a little lay-in defensively on Darius Acuff, way out near midcourt. Acuff on a blow-by. Acuff again drives and scores. Acuff, turnaround jumper from the free throw line off the mark. Now he'll take a 3, and yes! The pace temporarily. And now puts the burners on again, and 1. Ewan puts up the loose ball. And Darius Acuff will reset it against Fletcher. He's going to go all the way in and score it off the window.
A matchup he likes.
Drives against Johnston. The finger roll goes. Over to Coach Calipari. Now going to work with a 3-ball that goes.
Frees up Acuff. Too much room. Rob Martin can't get up there to contest.
Malik Ewan got the block from behind. Arkansas has a very thin rotation as Acuff. He is a scoring machine. Great combo in that backcourt with Acuff and Thomas. And Acuff springs free. He's got a smooth stroke. Got dropped by Clemson and Duke the last 2 years as Acuff. Little floater is good.
I mean, Nick, you're not done yet. Okay? Nickels add up, okay? And that time, Acuff able to get to a spot.
Arizona's lead is 19. Acuff. A long-term extension last year. Because he is one of the great coaches in the game and all the top coaches for a long, long time. It seems to be a perfect fit. Up ahead, Acuff. And Arkansas gets from Trey Kaufman-Red on a putback to beat the Texas Longhorns. In our first game is Acuff, and 1. Arizona really took him out of his game in the first half.